Okay. Yes. Okay, as with any structure fire, the successful impact of spread of fire, the chances of survival of trapped victims, hinges greatly on actions taken within the first 5 minutes of the department's arrival. On the evening of March 12, 2010, 23:07 hours, the Maywood Fire Department responded with 10 firefighters and 2 engines, a ladder truck, and 1 ambulance to an automatic fire alarm at 20 North 5th Avenue. The conditions upon their arrival revealed a fully involved fire in the rear section of a 3-story brick building with heavy smoke impeding any visibility at all to the front of the building. It was known that apartments and functioning areas were present on the upper floors above the fire, so 4 firefighters, firefighter David Kreft, just raise your hand, firefighter Anthony Maroney, firefighter Richard Gustafson, and firefighter Steve Witowitz were sent in with a hose line to perform a primary search of the premises. The primary search yielded the safe evacuation of a 6-year-old boy named Justin Reyes by firefighter Anthony Maroney. Reyes was found sleeping face down in the bed on the 2nd floor. The conflicting reports from residents on the street and the uncertainty of additional personnel in need of rescue forced the return of the 4 rescuers to the upper floors, putting themselves at risk of the fast-moving fire and the smoke which hindered their second return out through safety. This concentrated rescue effort adversely affected the fire suppression tactics being performed outside the building. Firefighter James Samata fed hose lines from the hydrant at 5th and Lake, while the Station 2 acting officer, Jimmy Robinson, and probationary firefighter Richard Weichel were delegated to advance the charge hand line through the front doors of the Bronco Thrift shop. The forced entry into the building was performed by Shift Commander Keith Overclough, even though the situation had worsened for the safety of the rescuers on the upper floors. One truck company firefighter, Steve Owen, I don't believe he was able to make it today, assisted with the forced entry and horizontal ventilation, but was quickly dispatched to deploy the aerial ladder to the upper floors for possible evacuation of firefighters and/or victims. With fire raging out of control at the rear of the building, firefighter engineer David Flowers was dispatched to lay hose lines from engine 506, a task he was forced to perform by himself with no other available firefighters on duty or present in the back of the building. The actions of these 10 on-duty firefighters in their first 5 minutes on the scene resulted in keeping the flame spread in check until mutual aid companies could arrive and no loss of life. So today, although we celebrate the saving of a child's life, let us not forget those less fortunate who have perished. Let us also honor those fallen firefighters who have put themselves to great risk and great sacrifice, such as Homewood firefighter Brian Colin Carey, who was buried this morning. If we could take a moment of silence for Brian. Now I'd like to pass out these accommodations to everybody. Firefighter Kreft, firefighter Anthony Maroney, firefighter Jimmy Robinson, firefighter David Flowers, firefighter Steve Owen, who's not here today, firefighter Richard Gustafson, firefighter Steve Witowitz, and the other 3 firefighters, firefighter Lieutenant Al Molinaro, he was off that day, firefighter John O'Dowd, and firefighter Shermanko. We've got so many new guys, I keep forgetting names. And one more thing, if I might take a moment, you didn't know this was going to happen, you probably wouldn't appreciate it, but Captain Overfull, who's been a leader and role model for all of us, is retiring at the end of this month for 30 years of service to the village of Maywood.
That's not because we're glad to see you go. Thank you for all that you've done.
We wish him the best of luck, but we will miss him.
Yeah, we were sitting in these 2 rows.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That one too.
What's the motto? I gotta do a concert. Meet out here.
Well, slide on in.
How old is this shirt?
It's old.
Now, for item number